Lucy here, welcome back to my channel. Now, it's been a while since I've done a COVID-19 understanding video. Now, the reason that I stopped these videos because sometimes that I felt, well, one, my anxiety has been going nuts all year because of COVID-19, and I felt that it was best to focus on myself. You know, I had my It Takes Grip live stream, which was an amazing 4-hour stream that I was so proud to be a part of. Not only that, I had my full week It Takes well, I've Got Grip full week inner transformation, which, as you all know, it was very full on for me as well, but I learned so much from it. And until I needed to do another video, I didn't feel like it was necessary. But because Adelaide has its second wave of COVID-19 that happened in this last month, it is the reason why I wanted to do this video again. Just remember, all of the mental health links are all down below, and including all of the World Organization of Health will also be down below if you want to check out all for recent news on all the countries. And let's just jump straight into it. So when Adelaide's numbers went up, I actually was due to go out the following week, but luckily I got it all changed to online, which I felt very grateful for my job network person, because she's been nothing but amazing. And even though that we have gone out to see her, when it comes to traveling with my mum, who has a respiratory disease which she's still currently getting diagnosed with, I felt scared for her. And where we were going was one of the spots where this COVID-19 person was spreading it, and it was a lot. And if you go to all of the news with Adelaide, this person from a pizza shop who was working in the hotels where all the people were quarantined, and this person was working at 2, went out over the course of a week. It spread, and then it became that cluster. And I think it was into that week we went on lockdown, which was supposed to be for 6 days. And then we found out that some of the spots that this person said about certain things with the pizza shop that person was working at lied to authorities. And I truly hope that person actually gets charged for lying to police and to the health department as well, because, you know, so many businesses had to close for 3 days. And yes, we were only in lockdown for 3 days, but people lost money. People spent money that they didn't have to. And not only that, the entire state went into panic buying all over again, and we got our lesson from that. We only got what we really truly needed for 6 days, and we all were pissed off when we found out that this person lied for certain places. And not only that, my anxiety went nuts. Mum wasn't great because she was scared out of her mind, just like the rest of us, because we know if Mum gets COVID, she's gone, and it's something that none of us want, you know. How do I feel now that even though the lockdown has ended, I know that it's not like how Victoria was, but that's the thing, you know, Adelaide went through 4 months of, you know, preparing to go into quarantine, and that's exactly what we did. And we were 7 months clear of COVID-19. And I know with Victoria, it's not the same as 3 days, and I understand that, but we did our part. You guys didn't. You guys failed to listen. It's one of the biggest reasons why you were in full-term lockdown. And it was so strict because some of you were not listening. which was the truth. And you know, you guys have been doing great, which I'm so proud of you, Victoria, and it makes me very happy for you. But you needed to get through those months to really tackle COVID-19, because if you didn't, you would still be in lockdown right now. But that has ended, and even though I said my jokes with my TikToks, which I have, and I had someone from Victoria actually told me to, you know, that they were a bit offended by the video. I told them that it was all good fun, and even though they did the same thing back to us, I made another TikTok that we were already in there for 3 days. We still need to stop bantering between each states because it's not going to help. And fingers crossed that we can actually have a good Christmas, but it has to be limited as well, which is fine. But it's really frustrating when people lie. It's frustrating when you've done so great for 7 to 9 to 8 months and then someone ruined that streak. It's just devastating. You know, South Australia, you know, Western Australia, Darwin, Brisbane, and even New South Wales, even though there's a possible break of new COVID cases at the moment. You know, and I know I haven't even mentioned not Victor Harbour. That's the wrong one. That's part of South Australia. With, you know, with Hobart, because no one really talks about Tasmania a lot. You know, they've been really quiet because I don't think we report a lot of news there, which I think is just nuts. But even they have been trying to make sure that this has been taken care of. And to see how all the numbers in, you know, in America, they surpass over 12 to about 13 million people who have been infected with COVID. And it's like, guys, come on. If you have mandatory lockdowns, you're going to do it right. You know, when all of the election stuff happened last month, you know, I was afraid that Trump would be re-elected. Into hearing that when they get the vaccine, New York State will miss out of it. I'm like, really, Trump? Are you that dumb? And I was very happy to see that Joe Biden won and that Ms. Harris won as well. So congratulations to you two. I hope that once you guys are in power in January 20th, that you try to combat what has happened in the US, because something needs to happen. You know, I hate conspiracy theorists. I hate people who think COVID-19 is a joke, especially, you know, with also anti-vaxxers as well. You know, what you guys don't understand, that this is very, very contagious, so anyone can get it, regardless if they're a child, a young person, a young adult, and even seniors get it as well, you know. And there's been multiple proofs of so many people dying of, you know, COVID, which we need to understand more of. And there's a lot of people out there who are not doing that. So that's why I chuck in the World Organization of Health down below for you guys, because then you can go and have a look at the references. There's some countries who are not reporting properly. I find it hard to believe that China has low levels than what, you know, India has, because they've been fight back and forth from them of the origin of the COVID-19. And I think we can all, well, some of us can agree that it did originate from China, and this is no way bashing China at all. Please do not take that. I'm just trying to specify that we can't blame every country of particular origin of COVID-19, which it did originate in China, then it flew around the world, and we can see how quickly that it truly did spread. And India is also up there with so many cases, and my doctor, who is an incredible doctor here in Adelaide, you know, we found out when we went to go see him that his mum died, and it just killed us, you know. And he's like a part of the family with us as well, you know. And it's upsetting because I actually now know 2 people who have been died of COVID-19. A friend of mine from England, and now my doctor's mum, who unfortunately passed away. And there's so many more people dying because of COVID-19, and if we're not tackling it properly, we will never get what we had before COVID came. And even though New Zealand is up there to really try to combat, trying to tackle onto COVID-19, and they had their little spark up months ago too, but they're dealing with it in a very good way. That's another country that I can say is doing a good job. UK is going back into lockdown as well currently as well, and we go into these lockdowns just to make sure people are listening, people not being idiots, and trying to combat this, because if we don't, and the vaccine is slowly getting there but surely, and I know the first lot of people who would get the vaccine are people who are very vulnerable, like the elderly, people with cancer, people also with respiratory issues and diseases, because they're the most vulnerable, and especially to the general public as well. But I know definitely we will be getting it straight away, because we do believe in vaccinations, we do believe in making sure to protect ourselves, and it's very important, especially in these times where I was hoping this year I'll be out getting a job, which was actually one of my goals this year, completely went out the window, and I sacrificed a lot this year just to keep ends meet, to make sure our bills are paid, just giving up payments just so we can go for food shopping as well, and that's so many people in this world has to do. And I'm grateful for what we have in Australia, with our welfare system, but there's other countries who have really horrible welfare systems and need to really tackle to see, okay, what do we truly need, what we don't need, but that's up to the other leaders around the world. And you can see how frustrating this has been for us, not only in Australia but around the world, and especially with that person from that pizza place lying. And trust me, on TikTok when it happened, everyone just went nuts on TikTok, trust me. Even though half of them were very funny, but at the same time I'm like, that poor owner, and I do feel bad for the owner, but when people lie, I'm sorry, I ain't buying it. But as you can hear by my voice, I'm starting to lose it, because I've recorded like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos on the point of this video, so I'm losing my voice now. But you can see how this has affected all of us, and I will continue these videos, of course, until we have a vaccine and I can finally start looking for work and actually attending work, because my mum can't, do a lot of things, which is something I'm going to be kicking the butt for. But my job network and I, we've been, the person who I've been really working with, I've been doing these mock-ups sort of stuff that will, see the area I want to work in, retail stores I want to go and work in, eliminating COVID-19, which is the big issue at the moment. Once that's eliminated, it's just for travel, which I'm more looking around for where I live. And if I want to work in the city, that's fine. I have places I can go to, catch a bus or a train, easy and simple. So hopefully when we get this vaccine, I truly hope you all say, okay, I'm gonna go and get this vaccine. If you have worries about possibly of your genetic traits with vaccines, I would recommend you going to your doctor, getting your genes tested, and also seeing the allergies that you truly do have as well. And that's actually taking more courage than looking at these particular websites that are not based on your genes, they're based on someone else's genes, and not everybody has your genes, so everything is different. So my recommendation is to go out, go get your genes tested, ask your doctor for more options. And if you are in that part of conspiracy theories or anti-vaxxers, I think what you are going to understand when we get these vaccinations, that you will be made to get these vaccinations, because there's a lot of places that will make this mandatory. And I understand it's your right to go to school, kindy, schools, travel and everything, but we need to take this more seriously now, because everyone has lost jobs, money, time, space with this all, and so many people are just ready to get back into working, so ready to, move on with their lives. But until we really take this seriously, unfortunately, this is just how it's going to be. But thank you all so much for joining me for this understanding video. Just remember, this whole video is just for my personal understanding and my personal view of COVID and how I've been feeling over this past year, which is crazy that this is the last 31 days of this year and we had to deal with all of this, which is just ridiculous. But just remember, this is all in my opinion, this is all my view. Please do not take what I said to heart, but just be mindful that if you don't get this vaccine, then there's a lot of options that you probably won't have. But go get yourself tested with your genes. Stop looking at crap online, because it's not going to help. Trust me, I'm a bit of a hypochondriac when it comes to some of my symptoms of flu, cough, everything. I get very paranoid and I go online and I look at it, and even I'm guilty of that. So just remember, this video is based on my opinion only, and I hope that you guys understand how I felt for this whole month as well. Anxiety has been going mental on me, and sleeping has been crap too. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this video. The only links down below will be the mental health links for Australia, the World Organization links, and the music that I put into this video, of course, will be credited after this video has ended, and also the uploads will be mainly about my COVID-19 understanding videos, again in my opinion as well. But other than that, I'm gonna go. I'm losing my voice as it is, but I truly do thank you for watching these videos. Again, all in my opinion, all my view. We can agree or disagree, that's absolutely your opinion. And other than that, I'll catch you all soon for the next COVID-19 video, which will come in 2020 or 2021. Other than that, we'll see you all soon.